Hey, what's up, tribe? Hey, y'all. Hey, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Nephtara Grace. If you're new, welcome in. If you've been here before, welcome back. No sound bowl right now because this is the second time recording this. We're not going to get into that, but here's what I'm going to tell you. Okay. We've got Dagaz, Othila, Anzuz, Yira, and Iwaz here. Our crystal is obsidian, true self-reflection. The affirmation is I walk the path of unconditional truth. Okay, I was literally 5 minutes in when everything went kaput, so I'm just bringing you up to speed because now we're going to get into the tarot. And I got a feeling that's significant, so that's why I'm not going to do the whole, we're just going to jump in and I'll circle back at the end, okay? All right. So if you're new, probably everything you want to know is in the description box below. Other than that, welcome aboard. Thank you to everyone for being here. Hope you're all well, manifesting well, and doing what you've manifested. Let's go. Ten of Pentacles. Seems like somebody is. Yeah, and that's what these runes are. It's like there's some dream or that the ancestors are giving you, or something you've been in conversation with the divine about, and it's time for it to be. True self-reflection. This is the card of shadow work. This is about actually being in reality, like it says, being grounded in unconditional reality. Ten of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles. Very interesting. Ten of Wands is a big responsibility. If you can see, she's got this is, I don't know if you can see in the back, on her back, she's got this basket of wands, right? And she's got her wand, which is lighting the way. And it looks like she's leaving town. Like it's actually her responsibility to go out and light the path for others. That's a huge responsibility. Huge responsibility. The Emperor. The Star. It's like somebody's done this. It's almost like somebody's done this. Somebody's gone out and almost chosen to be rejected by others, chosen to be rejected by the world, but taken on the massive responsibility of lighting the path for others. And in whatever way they did that, succeeded. This isn't going to be a long reading, and I really wanted to get a reading out for you guys. So, but I'll be back later. Okay. Five of Wands. Yeah, this was not an easy path at all. Six of Wands, but with the Emperor here right now, the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck, hasn't been an easy path, but we started off with the Ten of Pentacles, so whatever this is, the path got crushed. Okay, I guess it didn't have to be easy. I guess it didn't have to be. The Moon. There's something something about the way the Moon came out on this Ten of Wands. It's a little bit like, I don't know. So there's nobody here right now. So there's no, we're gonna say it's you, tribe, right? Because there's nobody else indicated. It's almost like you didn't know. And you didn't know that this path was going to lead to a Ten of Pentacles. You didn't know that. You just, it's a rough path. But it's almost like you just kind of accepted your responsibility. You didn't really question it. You're just like, oh, I guess this is what I'm here. But you were made for this. You were built for this. There's something fate. It's like something fatey about it. Like you were always going to. This is how it goes, but you didn't know that. Six of Wands and now the Chariot. Like telling you, despite and against all odds. Oh, that card flew over there. Hold on a moment. It flew over there and face down, despite and against all odds. And this devil is coming out to sit next to this Five of Wands. So I feel like there was a lot that you're up against, but that's literally with the Six of Wands and the Chariot, and then the Devil coming out, but literally the deck ejecting it over there. I feel like that's really, that is, again, just the second time recording, we're just going to jump in. I feel like that's the vibe out here. Ace of Wands. I was like, no problem. Let's just do it again then. Yeah. Yeah, there's something about you just keep getting back up. You just keep getting back up. You just keep getting, that's how it's coming through the world. Damn. This is wild. Yeah. And now you've, the Ace of Wands still sticking out, right? Nine of Wands right there. It's almost like now you've mastered something. You've beat some level with the Emperor here. I don't want to say, I think I said this in a recent reading. It's some type of, I'm gonna put it like some type of promotion or achievement, like some type of level up, some type of something. That's what this is. It's like you've reached some type of Four of Wands. You've reached some type of point, some type of pinnacle, and now something is due to you. But it's on such a large scale. It's on such a large scale. With the Star here, and the Six of Wands, and the way the cards are coming out, it does, I'm telling you, it does feel like some type of like big notoriety, like success that everybody sees. Especially, we started off with the Ten of Pentacles. That was our first card in this reading. And that's, again, it's like you set out to, it's like you accepted your responsibility of being an example in some way, and then you fulfill the requirements, and so now you get to be put on a pedestal so that you can be made an example. Like you know what I mean? But in all the best ways. Knight of Cups. In all the best ways. Yeah. Page of Cups, like, demanded to come out, forced itself out to join that knight. Okay. And they are hovering over the Devil and the Five of Wands. This is an end to a certain type of connection as well. So perhaps in the past, part of what made your path so particularly burdensome with this Ten of Wands is your connections were not congruent. Okay? Not with the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups hovering over the Devil like that, Nine of Pentacles. So it's like, yeah, you had to figure out how to, like, I'll go it alone. I'll go it alone. And you found success going it alone. You did. Good for you. But it's time for that Nine of Pentacles to become the Ten. That's what this reading is about, that Nine of Pentacles becoming the Ten of Pentacles. And some type of message is, according here, Seven of Cups, giving you an option. There's been something going on behind the scenes. So you thought something was done, or maybe you thought something was not possible. No, but it was just taking a long time. It was just delayed. Either way, during the delay, you've been able to, I'm telling you, like, really fortify yourself, really solidify yourself, like who you are for yourself. So the circumstances are no longer dictating who you are. You are dictating who you are now. And because of this, you're able to actually cause things to happen that were previously not happening. They were delayed, but now they can't be because of who you've become. Queen of Swords. Yeah. Queen of Cups. Yeah. There's some hesitancy on the Eight of Cups, but it was a more of a timing hesitancy on the Eight of Cups. You know, there's some type of wanting to avoid some type of conflict, perhaps with, again, this Five of Swords came out reversed, but it's touching this Knight and Page of Cups connected to the Devil. So trying to avoid some type of conflict with some connections that are perhaps codependent. But moving on from that, but trying to do so silently. Seven of Swords, bottom. You don't want anybody to know where you're going, what you're doing, because there's people that if they knew, because of their own unhealed wounds, they just, I call it sabotagey. People get sabotagey. Nobody likes a sabotagey person around them. Not when you're trying to make a move like this. Not with all these majors. The stream to the Wheel of Fortune. You start off with 9 Pentacles. The world is out here. Nobody, you really want to be very intentional about your environment with this right here. 2 of Wands, yeah. I'm going to stay focused with 2 of Wands. That's why they're moving in silence. The Magician to the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah. You've mastered this. The High Priestess, there it is. Page of Pentacles. So this is an opportunity that you've created. There's a star again. And it's happening. It's happening. I do. I feel like that's sufficient. Other final messages. Was there any particular 6 of Swords? Yeah. That there's something about what the 6 of Swords, like the way these cards came out, and with the 6 of Swords at the bottom of the deck as we finish this. This second time the star is out. Okay. Whatever is next, because there's clearly something next. There's a movement here. With the Chariot out here, 8 of Cups is out here, and on 6 of Swords. So there's movement here. But there's movement after an accomplishment. There's movement, and there's movement. There's a type of movement that's only possible with mastery. The Magician, the 8 of Pentacles, High Priestess. So it's almost like, I had a mentor who called it, you should call it calling your shot. So, she was really great at this. She was really, really great at this. And she trained her leaders to be really great at calling your shot. And she'd say, call your shot. So you could be around her and say, oh, I want this or wish this. And she'd go, well, call your shot. Call your shot. 8 ball in the corner pocket. Call your shot. And so, we call ourselves shot callers. But that's what this is. It's like being masterful enough to call your shot, but that mastery comes from experience. It comes from the 10 of Wands. Without that 10 of Wands, this 10 of Pentacles wouldn't be what it is, as solid as it is, as stable as it is. Okay. So I feel like that's what's here. It's an opportunity to, again, because the World card is out here at the end of something, look back and say, oh, I can call my shot with precision like this. I'm manifesting what I like. This is like because of what I went through. And we talk about this, but I feel like this is the other end of the conversation when we say, hey, you really want to be responsible for your words. You want to intentionally manifest. You want to, really pay attention, because be careful what you ask for. You might get it. Okay. And then the experience that comes from not doing that, until you've refined and stripped away everything that's not what you desire, so that when you manifest, it is bullseye, exactly what you've been asking for. That's what this is. Okay. So well done, well manifested. I'm leaving the reading here because this has been your reading. If you haven't already, hit the like button. If this reading resonated with you, drop me a black heart emoji in the comment section below so I will know. Turn on your post notifications so the next time I drop a read, it shows up in your feed. This reading is timeless. So whenever it finds you or you find it, take what resonates and leave the rest behind for the next person. Please use your discernment, okay? This was like a really great energy and a really great message. Truthfully, I hope many of you resonate with it. I mean, I hope many of you in the tribe have done the work to this extent where now it's time for you to receive your back end, so to speak. All right. But in the meantime, between now and the next time I jump reading for y'all, trust your path, your process, and your purpose. Peace.